first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be sir. Do you maggots understand that?
Sir, yes, sir.
Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
Sir, yes, sir.
That's right, you're with Jumping the Turnstile with Tim and Jez.
And Taco.
That's where you go. I'm Tim.
Oh, sorry. I'm Tim.
And I'm Jezbot.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, let's get into it nice and proper.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was checking out the old Telegram, and I came across this bloody article, which I thought was a little bit on the funny side. I'm just going to find the picture here because that's my reference.
Right.
Baby born holding mother's contraceptive that failed to stop her getting pregnant.
No, I don't think that's...
Well, that baby's fucking holding a diaphragm or
No, I
something.
don't think that can't be.
Baby holding mum's contraceptive IUD that failed to stop her getting pregnant. It's like, get that out of your mouth, you stupid baby.
Is that how science works?
Yeah, apparently so. Must have.
So it's
she
just
must
up
have,
in the goose and
She must have scooched it up, and he must have pushed it
on
further.
the way out. Because what about the
On
womb?
the way out, yeah.
Because the womb is like a sealed sack, isn't it?
Ugh.
I don't think that's where
Well,
you
they
put
grabbed it on the way down.
I think that might be
Can't we
AI
just
generated.
Can't we just accept that the internet is true?
Well, we can't believe anything we see or hear now.
No, you can't really.
I mean, are we just AI?
Uh,
Is this a simulation?
We could be.
Is this
Very
the
well could be.
Matrix?
If it is a simulation, don't you think the real us's would have picked better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the
Is that
that's the plight of humanity.
Oh,
is
so
like
so we go there and we wake up back on the Total Recall chair, and we're total pimped, rich,
well, that's what
successful. So what? We opted to have a shit, workless life. Is that what we did? Is that what we did? Why would we do that?
It seems to me that this is the shite, like this reality.
The shite
Being
with
awake.
Jezbot.
Well, I mean, last night and all my previous nights, I have way better time dreaming than reality.
Yeah. So is that the Total Recall of your
This is-
Total Recall?
Yeah. When you go to bed, you wake up again.
Do you wake up in the real world? Do you know what I mean? So every night you go to sleep, you wake up, you get out of the Total Recall chair, you go have your fantastical I can fly, I can fuck, I can feed dreams. And then you go back to your stupid fucking simulation life.
Yeah.
Where you wake up and you're next to your bloody wife and you're
Your
working,
stupid
looking
kids,
for work. And you're
got no
fucking-
money, and
Yeah, and
interest rates are going up.
Did we opt to have the floor always getting dirty, always needing a vacuum? Did we opt to always wash our own clothes and hang them out and go, fuck, I put these away before they would dry?
I think
and
in
now
this
they stink.
reality, you got to break the code.
Okay.
Like all the
1001100.
Yeah.
Am I right?
and a two, two.
2. They got 2 now. Internet 2. They're talking about Internet 3 on the radio today.
Can we just get?
Can we get Internet 2 going?
Can we get internet one?
I reckon Internet 2 is going to be bad.
Well, internet 3 is Elon's putting your neuralong chip in your brain.
Neuralong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want internet 3.
And what with all those Tesla
Batteries going up on
exploding, do you really want his product in your brain?
No, not really.
That's gotta, because I heard a little tale that when they're experimenting on the pigs and monkeys and whatnot to test the old Neuralink out, they had a shocking case of brain explode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they're going ahead with it.
Yeah, ahead with it. I see what you've done there.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. The future is now. It's 2024, February.
But is it?
Well, no, it's probably not. We've probably missed 1,000 years somewhere along the line.
We skipped. One, two, skip a few.
Yeah. 99, 2024.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so far this year, it's the quickening. It seems to be going extremely fast.
Does it though?
Yeah.
Because Vanessa did say that this morning. Can't believe it's Friday.
Can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it's Feb.
She thought it was Thursday.
Yesterday.
Today would be Thursday, so I guess she thought it was Wednesday.
Mm.
And then I guess on Wednesday she thought it was Tuesday. And then
Tuesday's
Tuesday
right,
backwards. Yeah. So
you're going to go to the market on Sunday?
yeah, going to go to the market. Might meet up with Madonna. I missed her by about
3 mins soaking
yeah,
wet.
3 minutes soaking wet. It was shit. I came home empty-handed.
I'm going to get a tub of honey this time.
Oh, is it?
Buddy, where's the spatula?
Yeah, I'll get some cherries, some blackberries from the two dudes, and then I'm going to get some honey this time.
And honey, I
What's should the berries be semi-firm or are they always squidgery?
No, squidge.
They're
You want it
squidgy.
to melt in your mouth, not in
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah, gotcha.
What I do with the blackberries, though, I don't chew them. I put them on my tongue and then the roof of my mouth, and I
pop 'em.
squash them because you don't want to get those little seeds in your mouth
And then what do you do?
in your teeth.
Spin them all over the carpet?
They're in my guts, in my guts,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
just swallow.
So you
'em.
do swallow them?
Yeah.
So you do want
Well,
the
if I
seeds?
chew them, they get in my teeth.
Yeah, right.
So I just like squish it and swallow, squish and swallow.
Yeah, okay. A
It's
big
one way
bit of a
of it.
juicer going on.
And I'll
in the
tell you
dog.
why I'm getting honey.
honey.
Because Cass buys this Cole's Brand New World Order.
Oh, and it fucking burns your throat.
well, I didn't know. I didn't. That's
Okay.
no.
'Cause that's what I've been finding with that low.
Well, it's just
Budget.
See, honey, it's supposed to congeal and it's supposed to get that like crystally eventually.
Yeah.
But this stuff, it's called 100% pure honey in inverted commas, I think.
Okay, is that like 100% Australian beef from?
Yeah, from McDonald's.
From McDonald's.
But it's always syrupy. So I think that what they've done is got some fake maple syrup,
They do.
and then they maybe flavour honey.
Yeah. Apparently,
not
it's
fucking
not.
honey.
It's not. The bees aren't making it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
and you
Some
go there and
factory
there's
is.
some fucking caterpillar going. And they go put some yellow in it.
Needs more dog.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're putting in our bodies.
Yeah. No, we're going to find out when you get the sickness,
Mm-hmm.
the illness. But I found that not real honey, it's too sharp
Sharp on the throat.
on the throat.
On the throat.
Because if you drink too
So
much dry ginge, I tend to get a bit of the old
Heartburn?
heartburn.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we call it throat burn? Let's be honest. Why heartburn? There's no heart in it.
No.
It's all in the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the gut.
So
And it goes up to your throat.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Is this going to be a whole
Oh,
episode
do
of what
always-
we don't like?
Yeah, I don't like it. Do we get
Gardening tips, if that's we're on the honey and stuff.
yeah gardening tips? Now you said something like I want to know because you got your garden flourishing. You got this and that.
Oh, mate.
Have you clubbed a rat lately?
No rat clubbing.
Are they around? Do we know?
I don't think so. I mean, a couple of the tomatoes early on they got ripe, and then some bugger was just eating like one or two bites and then pissing off. So I don't know if it's a ratto or a birdo.
Are they?
But it's look, man. There's so many tomatoes out there now that go have at
Didn't
it.
you have a? Didn't you say where's me bloody where's me peach? Where's me
Where's me washbowl then?
nectarine?
Yeah, I had a
and then
nectarine.
somebody had
Yeah, I
taken
had-
it over the fence and just took a bite and dumped it on the fucking nature strip next to the durries.
Yeah, I was so ready to eat.
And so that one mustn't have been because I took one nibble and then
I think they have X-ray vis.
Which
These
ones?
the birdos and opossumos and the rattos. They can
See it.
sense it's ripe, like today, now. And they know when we're coming out to get them.
yeah, right.
But what I did was just planted so many tomatoes that
There's too many
to choose
take.
from. And my corn's coming up. I've got my sunflowers.
When do you pick your corn?
When the
Yellow things?
the toppy frilly bit goes browno,
Yeah, right.
and you can sort of peel it back
That's
and then
not.
sort of look in.
It's not like.
And my potatoes are coming up, my pumpkins, it's all happening out there. But they're saying now the George Soros and the crew and Billy Gates and Billy Goat Gates,
The Motley Crew.
the saying It's way home gardening. It's way more
Deadly.
carbon deadly than
No, it isn't.
It's like big farming's better than having a apple tree in your backyard.
Is it?
Yeah, so,
Yeah, right. So
better-
cut their hands off.
Yeah,
and,
Stalin did that as well. He's
Did he?
like, yeah, he like got rid of everyone's gardens.
No fruits. What's Alberto going to do if the he'll defend his property to the death
Yeah,
because he's there. It's flourishing.
but if the
over
wind blows a little bit too hard, I think he might fall over.
there. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
But he's got all the goods. He makes all the flatsis and the
Maggots.
and the wine, the vino.
Fugazis. Yeah.
But he puts his vino in his red wine
Yeah.
in
his Pinot.
plastic bottles,
Nah.
Coke bottles, and so we get one every Chrissy. Comes over with a 2-litre bottle of red wine, and it's vinegar piss.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if it was put in bottles and stored correctly,
And
it could
labelled.
age poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got some
Yeah.
grapevines ready to go for next year.
Yeah.
It's just I'm running out of space, Taco.
I was going to say I heard that through the grapevine.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because grapes are another one. And then when do you fucking pick them? Do you just
When they're
get
ripe.
one and just go?
Yeah, no,
Do they get
that's
the
right.
they get the chalkiness on them? And does that mean that they're good to go? Because I've seen a few that sort of like turn white.
Or
powdery.
is the chalk something they're spraying on it?
Yeah, right. That would
Because
make a lot of sense.
Cass is saying, oh, last night she's like, I really want to eat apples again, but she can't because this, that, and fructose, this, and
Yeah,
lactose,
gotcha.
that.
They're a bit overrated.
Apples are.
You got to get the exact right one.
Well, you got to grow them yourself.
Pink lady fingers.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this time next year she's going to have so many apples coming out of her bloody garden that she's going to have to source them.
Okay.
I just think that if
Pies.
I don't think she'll get the allergic reactions if it's homegrown with no
Be interesting
pesticides
to
and
see. Be interesting to see, but still got the fructose in it.
yeah, in it. I think that the gluten free
Sure.
is glyphosate reaction.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, from Monsanto that people are getting sued for now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they've killed a lot of people.
I'll say. They don't seem to care. They don't seem to care.
Yeah.
So today was supposed to be one of them's 55-degree days in the middle of our wintry summer. And I'm looking outside.
No heat.
Not a heat.
The heat seems to be coming at like 2-3 o'clock in the hour.
Yeah, we don't want that though.
After all the chemtrails clear up, the sun gets to poke its little nose through.
Every week I get to say fuck you to the weatherman. So
Yeah, they don't know
that's just-
shit.
So fuck you, weatherman.
Yeah, they don't
Fuck
know.
them. Fuck them. Like, you're going to... You got your money guys. They predict the money.
Yeah,
coming
finance
in.
guys, yeah,
Finance
right, yeah.
guys. You got your weather guys. They predict the weather. We need someone that comes on that predicts something that we can use.
That like predicts
better, right?
what we're going to say on the podcast.
Well, that comes after. We say
be
it,
great.
and then it happens.
It would be great if we just came in here and they had a whole list of things to talk about.
We do. but for some reason you got New Year's Eve written on there. This must be an old list.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were going to do about that, say about that.
Maybe I never want to go to a New Year's Eve party ever again.
But you did get your, just back to the garden.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got you got your squasho.
Yeah, my first squash that came out.
I thought, Tradish, they were little
That's
golf
what
ball.
I think that's what they're
squash
selling
oats.
to you at the bloody shops, mate.
Okay.
Like it's baby squash, like baby carrots.
Yeah,
Where
right.
they just pick them early and then go, it's
babies.
baby spinach.
Babies. Everyone loves eating babies.
No, but this big bastard was 700 grams.
Yeah, it was big. It was the
big.
size of a shot put
Yeah, it was.
or a discus.
A shot put discus.
Discus.
But
It's a word you don't hear every day.
usually when it gets that big, it's lost all its flavour. But I'll tell you what, listeners, Jesus.
It had what? It
Full flavour
maintained-
squash. Full
Is it?
flavour. Full flavour.
And what do you do with squash?
Yeah,
Squash it?
You put it in. You can put it in soups. You cut it up and you put it in your your roast veggies.
Okay, roast would be good. I thought you were going to say just chop it up in your salad.
No,
Yeah.
you got to cook it, bake it.
Yeah, right. So you did it. Squash.
Squash is
for,
great.
Squash for dinner.
So I did-
another slice.
I
of,
did. I did the old Mayan technique where you
that?
put where you grow
pour blood on it.
you grow squash for ground cover.
Yeah.
You grow corn
Yeah.
for structure. You grow
Okay.
beans, so the beans go up the corn.
Does that
And then-
work?
Yeah. And then, well, I got the timing slightly wrong this time. And then your sunflowers, the beans give the ground nitrogen, the corn, blah, blah, blah. But then it's all like in a
System.
nice batch.
It's a system, and then you just go in there and just pick a salad.
Yeah. I just squeeze that shit in there. But next year, Jesus, I'm going to triple my efforts.
Piss and shit all over it.
Why not?
Yeah. What about if you couldn't do? Because most people do their recycled grey water. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be putting that on leafy veggies and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
So what would you use grey water for?
Nothing, man.
Flushing the toilet. So when you flush the toilet, it's
disgusting,
grey
isn't it?
water coming through. It's fucking crook. Go over to somebody's house, use their bloody dunny.
It's like, why
Flush
does
the
this
toilet. It's
smell
grey.
like that?
Why does it smell like bloody last week's washing? Because it is.
It is last week's washing.
Are you still retaining your waters? Because there was a while there where you had
We're in El Nino.
Catchment
We're
is.
in El Nino now, so it's wetter, and I don't need to catch all the water. But the garden's established now, punters, so you don't have to worry about my watering schedule.
Yeah. Okay, great. Nice.
What else is on that fucking list?
Well, I'm pretty sure I said this on the potty not too long ago, but when I got home late at night, I chucked the TV on, cooked myself a succulent meal, and watched free-to-air television.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And turned like Vet Patrol on the TV, Channel 7 or something.
Oh, God.
And I'm just about to tuck into my meal, and the first thing I see is a dog yakking into a bag. It was crook.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It was crook.
So it put you off your meal.
Put me straight off my meal. I was eating porridge, and
Ugh.
no, I wasn't. Don't do the porridge. Don't like it.
I don't
It's
do
too much like borage.
breakfast.
You don't do it.
Don't do breakfast.
No
had,
egos.
Had a glass of water. And then this coffee you see in front of me here.
It's giant.
Yeah,
It's giant.
It is giant, but it keeps it nice and warm for 10 hours.
Yeah, that bloody
Drink less.
flask you got me for Chriso, and I filled it up with ice and gave myself refreshing ice water, and then 22 hours later, it still had ice floating in it.
Yeah, well, it says here on the front here, cold 24 hours.
Can't we build a house in that?
Yeah, that's the go.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can't we just like get 1,000 of them and line our walls with them?
yeah, right.
You know?
I did. I've told this story 1,000 times. Surely.
Tell it again.
My first day of work with Stephen, my brother, I was a builder's labourer, just a sprightly 16-year-old boy during the school holidays.
Yeah.
And I would go and work with Steve,
Yeah.
And we're in, I don't know, it doesn't matter where we were.
Yeah.
But he was a hippie, and he's building his family home, renovating, and he had the idea of thermal mass, like
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
And what he did was you remember AC Cola?
Yeah.
Cola.
Yeah.
And they had those, like, generic cans.
My cans, my precious antique cans.
Yeah, shitty cans.
Shitty cans, and he got, like, a pallet truckload full of it.
Okay.
And instead of putting insulation in the walls, he insisted that we put cans.
Fuckwit.
Full cans.
Fuckwit.
Cola. Diet Cola.
Yeah, and then you go to fucking put up a
Lemonade.
photo of your mother-in-law, straight through the can, replacing
through
the
the
entire
cans.
fucking wall.
And so Steve...
What if the possum's in there and you're like, shut the bloody hell up?
So Steve, though, called up. He's like, don't do this. I'm not going to guarantee this. I cannot.
No.
Cannot. No, I'm doing it. Just doing it, mate. Just doing it. It's going to be thermally sustainables. And so Steve calls up the can guys.
Boil tab.
I think I'll order a tab.
He goes, how long does a can last for?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, it all depends on the structure of the
Yeah.
brew that is true. And he goes, at any stage, one could just fail like a pinhole, and if one explodes, it's going to be a chain reaction cascading across your wall, down the drapes, into the skirts.
AC
into the
cola.
AC cola.
That's a dumb idea.
It's pretty stupid.
It is a dumb
Pretty
idea.
stupid. I mean, you could just put a tree on the outside of the wall,
Just done
and then
dirt.
just got like, oh yeah, dirt.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, sorry,
Yeah, right.
I was just drifting off.
But then if you do hay, do you have to go like heaps of it? Like if you did a thin layer of hay,
Yeah.
it's not going to do much, is it?
No, hay's not going to do shit.
Well, why are they building fucking hay houses?
Yeah, but it's
those
mud.
three
It's
little
the-
pigs. I'm looking at you guys.
It's the mud and the hay, I think.
The mud and the hay.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the bigger you build, right?
Yeah.
The more
It costs.
land tax or what are you paying? Yeah.
Too much.
What is it? What's it called?
Rates.
Yeah, your bloody rates.
Rates are based on the value of your house.
Yeah,
And then they
the
keep
size
fucking
of it.
telling us our house is worth more, you pricks.
Yeah. Stop that.
Stop that, because I'm never fucking selling it.
Yeah, so it's not worth anything.
It's not worth shit. It's not worth shit.
Not
It's
to
only worth-
anyone.
Not really.
Because I think you'd probably just pass this on to your kiddos, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I reckon. Because otherwise, how the fuck are they going to survive in the new world?
Order.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be good? Got to build the inheritance.
Well, what you could do is
Sell it now.
a bit of armed service, like conscription.
Oh, they're
and then you
talking
get the
about it.
and then you get the nice, cheap army loans afterwards.
Yeah, right.
Just
All you got to do is just lose
service.
your children and get your fucking face shot out.
lose a couple of limbs here and there. Like Bruiser, our father, was in the Navy, and geez, did we get the best dental up until we were 22. Free dental.
Our fellow who are Navy.
Yeah,
Hallowed be thy chief.
you got cheap
Dental.
loans, cheap everything.
Still getting the benefits. Still sending in medals. It's
Yeah.
like enough with the medals already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weighing me down. I can't possibly wear this many medals.
So a bit of service.
A little bit of service, because I read in the old papers. It wasn't the paper. They're
I
talking
didn't
about
read it.
They're talking about, buddy. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
Yeah, they're floating it in Britain as well. Britain.
But what do you do if you say hell no, we won't go, peace not war, no, Gesundheit, for real.
That was war.
So what's it good for? So if you refuse, you're a deserter.
Well, you go
Just
serve time.
Just desserts.
I think you serve time.
In a special priz, or are they going to put you in there with the rapists and the murderers? And
Quite possibly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. They're not going to put you in the camp.
It's just ridiculous. Like
Camp COVID.
Britain saying, oh, yeah, we might have to go to war with Russia.
Might have to.
Russia.
Yeah, good luck.
Britain has 240 tanks. Russia
We're gonna
has
need more.
2,570 or
Fuck.
something like that. They've got. It's just like you're never, ever going to go against Putin.
Nah. And what we need is
sorry to catch you up there. The how many people are in the army over there? Recruits or whatever. It's something like at any given stage, Russia can get 1.5 million people on guns.
Just like that.
Yeah, and
Shit.
Britain has something like, I don't know, 100,000 soldiers.
we need to make like the Nazis. Wait, well, I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
No, when they released the Volkswagen, and they made it cheap and affordable, so everybody bought them up, and they had a massive Volkswagen Bug
Craze.
craze.
Yeah.
Affordable family car, compact, easy to park.
Pennies on the dime.
Yeah,
of the,
boot at the front, business at the back.
Yeah.
And
runs with the smell of
then,
oily
then
rag.
they said it's war, and they reclaimed all of the bugs, took the shell off, put the old tank on,
Yeah.
and they had their tanks, and so that's how they hid where they were. They were actually manufacturing tanks, and because everybody bought them, it was
Yeah, and in the meantime, the Allies were like making blow up tanks and
Inflatable ones.
Inflatable ones. So it looks like. Yeah, and I think even the Australian Army might have had 12 tanks, and then what they would do is change the numbers all the time. So when they're going, wow, that's tank number fucking 700.
Yeah, that's clever.
That's scrub
clever.
it out.
We need because we
need a good war, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but then inevitably with the war comes the hippie protesters and the preppers.
The preppers are right.
Well, they were always right.
All the Hollywood elites are going, have you got your bunker?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
But I worked on a site the other day, and one of the blokes said, "Yeah, I'm in pretty deep. What's your stance on the world?" And I went, "Yeah, it's pretty fucked." Yeah. It's like, "Oh, it's fucked, is it?"
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm in pretty deep." I think he is physically digging the rabbit hole that we're all going down.
Deep. It's a warren.
It's Wazza. And he was like, no, I'm serious. I've got set up.
Right.
Got guns. Got
What's the first rule of Prepper Club?
He asked me. He said that to me. What's the first rule of Prepper Club?
Don't talk about Prepper Club.
Nah, yes, no. He said, what did he say to me? He goes, what's the first rule of prepping? I went,
Be prepared.
I said, nah, that's the Boy Scouts. But what did he say to me? Said something about
Guns?
2 of everything.
Oh.
Yeah. So not only
generators, right? Dad got himself a generator during the first fucking panic pando.
Yeah.
It's worked out. Smart move. But I went to borrow it the other day because the power was going to go out. Cass had some clients go, can I get the Jenny?
Oh, Fridjo's going to die.
Yeah, something like that. He goes, yeah, no worries. But I can't start it. And because our brother's got one as well, he goes, yeah, Dad, you got to bloody start them every 2 to 3 weeks. You got to start your Jenny. You can't leave petrol in it.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. So I've got to get 2 of them.
I'm trying to prepare now.
And I've got to get 2 bloody wives. I've got to get 2 fucking...
Yeah.
2 of everything.
So he said he had absolutely everything. Guns, ammunition, tradable ammunition, which is a good move.
Maybe a ammo press so you can make your own ammos.
That's a good idea. Maps of all types. Everything in books and instruction manuals.
Yes.
Food. He had a chemical lab.
Okay.
Right. So a medicine making
a pill
lab.
press.
He has a pill press, right? And then he's saying, we'll put it this way, I was so prepared. I'm so prepared that I had the old at the door. It's the FBI. Or the CIB, CBI, ASIO. And they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, come on, I'll give you a tour. And gave them a tour. And they said, you are prepared. Let's just say that. You're prepared. And they went, yep, all right. They knew he was there. They knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of him buying 1 or 2 of the wrong thing before they went, all right, he's good to go.
It was the ton of fertilizer and
that kind
bleach.
of shit. Yeah. But he opted for the container not underground. He didn't do the underground
Fair enough.
thing because he's in a high spot. I think he's up in Mount Ev.
Well, don't give his whole fucking...
Oh, I don't give a shit, boy. He kept fucking telling me. So he's in Mount Ev. He said, don't bother coming up there because you won't make it past the booby traps. And then if you do, I'll fucking shoot you.
Yeah.
I went, okay.
I would hesitate to guess that behind the back cupboard in the container ship.
Scoot ship.
There's got to be a hole.
There's got to be. It's got to be a stash spot.
Gotta be.
But he didn't do that, and I said, "Oh yeah." Then I got him. I went, so you're above ground, okay? So have you painted the top blue? He went, what do you mean? I went, well, you know when the lasers hit, they avoid blue.
Yeah,
and
look at
it was news to him. He went, I'm getting blue paint tonight.
Yeah, get the right colour blue though.
Yeah,
You've got to get the same blue that Oprah has on her roofs in Hawaii.
Yeah, blue.
Smurf blue.
True blue. Get true blue. But he's got the cabin above because he said if thems be floods, if thems be mud floods, if there's a landslide, he doesn't want to get buried alive.
Oh, actually,
What's
the
the point?
landslide is the Fleetwood Mac one I want you to ring.
Okay, yeah, right. I'll write
Landslade's a
that.
really good one.
I'll write that one down.
No, but that's true. But he has to have underground tunnel system like Rambo and Rambo 5. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
got to.
Fifth Blood. But I said
My thinning blood.
We talked about it all day. It was pretty. It's very interesting.
Hmm.
Like he's proper
Prepper.
prepper. And I said, so, do you really want to survive? Because don't you ever think about like later how fucked up it's gonna be?
Because I think the war is hell, and I watched after Band of Brothers. I watched Band of Brothers again. We talked about that last
Yes,
week.
right, yeah,
I went and watched the part 2, the Pacific.
Yeah, specific.
and which you worked on.
Yes.
You're a runner and a prop master.
and a script stealer.
It seems to me, we'll get into a snooze review of that just in a bit, but
please.
no spoilers. But they all end up fucked up. Those boys,
In the fucking head.
fucked in the head.
Yeah. They did leave an episode out of that, which was in the script, which was going to be great. It was all about the jungle.
Yeah,
And
there's plenty of jungle.
Yeah, but what it was they were there for so long, and it was so moist that they started to rot,
Yeah,
like physically.
boils and
Yeah, and then
trench rot. I think
trench.
it's called.
Yeah, it's like trench rot, but in the jungle.
But in your crotch.
in your jungles. Yeah, and it was pretty gruesome. Like you take your boot off to pour the water off, and your foot would come off with it. Well, the skin anyway.
Your toenails would be definitely. Sorry,
that?
my microphone bloody lead is.
Yeah, it's strange. It's never done that.
Yeah,
Pretty bad.
War is hell. I don't know if I'm. See, now that we know what we know about Vanguard,
you know.
Black Rock,
Yeah.
the WEMF, George Soros,
Yeah.
all those fucking
MMA.
cats.
Yeah.
I'm not going to war for your Rothschilds or your Pinkertons or your the other guys.
Yeah.
And I know that's what it's about. I know you're selling them the guns that we're going to kill them with and all the...
That's
I know,
right.
I know. So, I mean, you'd have to have... Now, hear me out. Mm-hmm. The next war...
Nazis?
Next war. Nah, Nazis are so passe, man.
Okay.
If you and I are to pick up arms, I mean, this enemy has to have, like, tentacles,
Yeah.
antennae,
Yeah.
maybe a third or fifth eye,
Alien
3
invasion.
breasts, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
you're talking.
Talons the size of chicken feet.
I'll
chicken
accept
feet
the tentacles if it's got 3 tits. Let's
They
just
all
say
have 3
tits.
tits.
They've all got 3 tits.
Yeah.
Right.
The women, the female of the species has 3 tits on her back.
What about
as well.
what about the hottest of hot alien women? 3 tits.
Yeah.
Beautiful, luscious, blonde or brunette,
Yeah.
flowing hair,
All red.
or red. Yeah,
Donka-donk, the size of a...
the size of a badonkadonk trunk, and but she's cross-eyed.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Well, when she's
chuckle
like,
some shades.
she's
And
like, "I love you,"
we're
and she's
gonna,
like, "I was cross-eyed."
we're going to play blindsman's bluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I put on a blindfold
yeah.
and I feel your tits.
No, yeah. I think that...
I feel your bluff.
I just don't think, after all the tragedies of war and our grandparents and all our ancestors live with the trauma and then pass that trauma with alcoholism
Yes.
and beatings
Unto
onto
you.
the next
Unto you.
generation.
Unto
So
them.
we're still dealing with our grandparents' trauma,
Yeah, we've got
World War II traumas.
yeah, so they're veterans, right?
Yeah, that's
And
correct.
then, and then our parents are the boomers. But what was that generation before that? What were they called?
The greatest generation of all time.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
The easiest. to
Men
push
that
around.
would sign up, men and women would sign up,
The men,
take up arms,
and then sneak out of the hospital to go meet
go
up with
back,
the boys. To
go back with the boys.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, you're on your way home, Johnny.
You are.
But you've got to remember that you've trained for 2 years with all these boys. You're 18, 19.
Yeah.
You got the piss and vinegar like flowing through your veins. You want to kill some Japs. You want to kill some Nazis.
Yeah.
You're good to go,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mussolini,
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, right.
There was a reason to go. And we had no idea that it was just about selling guns and oil and shit.
Yeah.
So now how are you going to get the boys to take up arms? How
Yeah.
are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Has to
yeah,
be
yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
Has to
Yeah,
be
'cause we know about the scooping of the guts back into the thing on the battlefield.
Yeah. Your legs are always getting blown off. Clean off.
Yeah. I wouldn't say clean.
No, it's not clean.
Not clean.
But it was a dirty bloody war, the Pacific.
Yeah.
Hot, sweaty, moist, muddy. And the
Dangerous.
Japanese were a ferocious enemy.
Yes,
And
they
they did not surrender.
No, they then they were still there, like years and years and years after the war, still holding position.
Let's do a quick snooze review.
Shall we? Okay.
Snooze review.
2.0.
Let's hear another one. Snooze review.
Yep. There's the
So, The Pacific, a Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks production.
thing. Vehicle. Was Tom Hanks in it?
Nah.
He never came to any of the meetings. Never saw Hanks
No, I think he just does all the checks and the
balances.
bounces his checks.
Yeah.
Snooze review. So, 10-part series.
10. They
Yeah.
said. Well, how does that compare to?
Doesn't compare.
No, like ep wise.
Ep-wise, Band of Brothers, same dealio, I think.
Yeah, right. That was great.
From Normandy to Germany, to the Eagle's Nest.
right up to Mount Donobuang.
Had his elbow up in the Eagle's Nest. Lots of treasure, lots of spoils of war. No spoils in the Solomons. Everything's spoilt by the time you get to
Spoiled by war. Spoiled.
it. Maggoty rice.
Gotcha.
So the Japanese soldier can live on muddy water and maggoty rice for 3 weeks. So what are you weak boys going to do?
Yeah,
What are you going to do about
eat your
it?
fucking boots.
Yeah, that was part of it. Yeah. But I've got to say,
Bit tough.
they dropped the ball.
Which ones?
The Pacific.
the
show.
Allies?
The
Oh,
show.
they're the show
Yeah,
makers.
now we're in the snooze review. Because too many sex scenes,
Yeah. Sounds sexy.
love making scenes.
Yeah.
Like the guy comes to Melbourne. They're training in Melbourne.
With the men and war in the specific?
No, more specifically, when they come to Melbourne to train after like the Solomons, they came here to recoup, and they're all like running about Melbourne, screwing our missuses,
Oh, right.
right?
Those damn Yankees.
Screwing our missusos, and it's war as hell. But in a show about war, I don't want to see a 5-minute
You want more war?
love-making scene.
5 minutes.
It seemed like an hour.
That's 5 minutes is almost twice the amount of time.
Kissing
Can you stop making that
and the
face?
tits.
Tits.
And when tits are out,
Yeah.
what about this,
Great.
listeners?
Yes.
Tits are out in movies.
Yeah.
They're never big fat sloppers or
No.
bazumbas or gazungas or like breasts.
Or
They're always
memories.
like titties,
Yeah.
skinny titty,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. But it's like if you have a double D espresso, right,
Yeah.
in a lovemaking scene, you just
They're not
looking at
watching-
it, it's too much tit.
Too much.
On screen.
On screen.
I mean, that fills up half of your living room is
It does.
tits.
It's this nipple. Half a screen of
Half a
nipple.
nip.
I mean, what are we doing here? We making a war show, or we making a love parade? Like, what are we doing?
And now he's in the recovering in the hospital, and now it's like this guy's he's done all this service, and then he comes back, he meets the nurse, he meets the cook.
Not enough extras to.
They get
battle?
married, then he goes back to war, and after 6 months of marriage, of course he fucking dies.
Right.
And there's all tears and go back to Melbourne and give the fucking grandpa the bloody Medal of Honor, and it's like
Yeah.
go.
Stop.
What I think though is like 2010
Fucking wet.
different from when they made the Pacific. I think when they made the Band of Brothers,
Yeah.
I think people are way more willing to watch Nazis get blown away than the Japanese.
Oh, right. You're right.
I think it's too. The way that they were mowing down the Japanese with the guns and
They
stuff.
did have the flamethrowers at one
Oh
point,
man,
didn't they?
yeah, flamethrowers.
It was pretty bad.
rough.
It was a bit rough.
And like one night, one character mows down like, I don't know, 400 dudes. And
So is he a serial killer, mass murderer?
all is fair in war
Is it?
and love.
It doesn't feel fair because they were taking the gold out of them their teeth.
They were definitely doing that.
That was
But it's like he was saying, why don't they surrender?
which one?
Like after
the
he's
mowing
mowed,
down.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
And they're still running out of the bush, out
Enough.
of the jungle, like just
kamikaze.
kamikaze.
Is that the birth of the kamikaze, or was that World War One?
2
Was it?
crashing the kamikazes into, and they must have been methed up.
They were.
And they definitely did say, make sure you take one of these in the morning,
Proton
boys, and
energy
then
pills.
one in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why you can get through your mate having his leg blown the hell off.
Yeah, because you
Stab.
this rave sucks.
Yeah.
Where's the chill room?
What's your favourite war?
My favourite war, I'd have to say I'm a classic World War II
Gotcha.
kind of guy.
Got to stay away from that World War One
Black and white,
nonsense.
Black and white World War II, not the colorized version.
I want to be on board for any war after penicillin and morphine was introduced.
Yeah, gotcha.
If I get me shoulder blown off.
10% less crying out for your mumsy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell. Shit.
So this next war that we never asked for, you know,
Lasers. We hitting with the lasers,
Right.
or are they going to hit us with the brain fuzz? Like they'll just turn our Neuralink up to 11.
back to
and
the
we'll be like,
stats. I mean,
fuck.
yeah, you turn the 5G on, and then it interacts with your fillings and your COVID shot.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
It's not just one thing. You've got to have 3 or 4 things before your heart explodes.
Yeah.
But like just on the stats, like Putin, he's sitting on 5,000+ nuclear warheads.
How do we join the Russian?
I think I want some Russian dollar. They're not using American dollars anymore as
Are
a
they
standard.
rupiah? What are they?
Ruples, maybe?
RuPauls.
Yeah. And now it's backed by gold.
As in the drag queen? And those RuPaul. Okay.
Ruples. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
good
proud.
time.
A very proud currency.
Now, is it going to be a Red Dawn Sitch, Sanars, the movie by Patrick Swayze?
I'm truly not worried about nuclear
Nah.
war.
No, because
Couldn't be shit.
the aliens stop the nukes from going up.
They do. But not worried about a Terminator 2 style Holocaust coming across the city. You know, like a
Well, those
great-
Tesla
great
robots.
reset of
making-
fire.
Yeah.
But why don't we do the robot wars? Why don't we start making Tesla bots? Are the goodies?
They are.
They're the goodies, and the other ones are on the other side. Maybe the robots from Robot Wars, the little remote control guys,
Oh, yeah.
against the Tesla bots.
Yeah.
And then we'll just let them duke it out in a virtual. Oh, why don't? Okay,
All right.
stop. Why don't we
Robot
just
wars in the ring.
no actual war,
Yeah.
right? Like the simulators you get, where it's like Keanu Reeves against a million zombies.
Yeah, I like
and
that
it's
shit.
simulated. So
John Wick, you mean?
So we just set up. We standardize AI war, and then we have a virtual war,
Sure.
right? Where the virtual bots and soldiers go in, duke it out, and whoever is the victor, we let the
Just
algorithm
let it
run
Yeah.
as real world as we can make it, and whoever comes out on topsies wins.
Now, do these AI soldiers feel pain, misery?
Yes.
Mummy.
Yeah. There's all
And so
that.
they go, I'm sure we're in a simulation.
Yes.
This is the Matrix, man.
You got to. Well, otherwise they're going to turn around and
Turn on us.
they're not going to fight. So
Hands up, weapons down, boys. We're
they're
in the
going to have a
Matrix.
reason. They're going to have a reason to do it. So they're in there just to duke it out in the AI battlefield. Not one bullet gets shot. Not one person dies. But billions of AIs sacrifice their digital souls for I don't know.
For oil.
for the greater good.
I think I'd be more willing to go
No,
to
it's data wars.
data.
Data. So whoever is the victor gets the data.
Gotcha. I'd be
It's on your
more
data.
willing to go to war if my government said, look, we're pretty broke. Here's the deal. We're going to go to Iran or Iraq and we're stealing their fucking gold and oil.
I think.
We're just taking it.
Yeah,
And so
right.
that's the mish,
Yeah.
right? And then it's not like, freedom and Nazis and communism and everything.
Yeah.
So, no, we're going over to get the spoils like the Vikings used to.
Yeah, gotcha.
We're going rape, pillage. We're going to oil it up.
Burn
we're
the
fucking
bushes.
we're gonna
Yeah.
take over just to get their shit, man. And I'd go, I don't have anything to do this year.
Yeah, I reckon at our advanced age for conscription, I want to say, at our advanced age, I think we should go straight into lieutenant,
Yeah.
sarge, kerns,
Gens.
genos, right? We should get position, pole position.
I reckon we're at training camp.
Oh.
Get up, you maggot!
You maggots! Time to do your necessary.
Who said that? Who said that?
You dirty piece of crap! You piece of shit! You low life slack jawed hippie!
Drop and give me 50.
50 what, sir? 50 of your finest.
And because this maggot over here can't fold a tea towel, you're all going on.
This guy over here thinks he's a sissy!
I'm going to call you Private Sissy.
I'll give it 20 profits, sissy! I love it. Yeah.
That.
I'd sign up for that in a heartbeat.
But apart from, we just go, we'll do catering.
Oh, we're on catering. We're on MASH.
We're in the mess tent.
How many? We've only got one room for one clinger, though. But now there's going to be 1,000 clingers.
Well, we did go to a family function, and there
was
seemed to
1,000
be
clingers
there was
there.
men dressed in
Clinger.
clinger outfits,
Clingers.
or with women.
They looked. One looked like Paul Pfeiffer from Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm.
Another one looked like Klinger from MASH.
Another one looked like RuPaul.
From
Not that there's anything wrong with it,
no,
but if you're trying to go for a Section 12 or whatever it is, Section 6 in MASH,
will not receive Section 12.
take off that bra, Private.
There's no bras in war. Yes. Yeah, I'd like that. Boot camp.
Boot camp.
Bootcamp.com. But it'll be a reality show.
This is good.
So we are invested in each character of the war. Like I'm following the relationship of private privates.
Yeah.
And when he comes back,
Sergeant
and
Zdenko.
and then we're gonna have many sex scenes. We're gonna have
Rape scenes.
This is sorry. I was just in that. I projected myself into the writer's room.
Yeah.
Specific.
Well, that was the thing with the Pacific. Too many characters. And so, like, Johnny Ball would get his face blown off, and I was saying to Kay, who is that?
Johnny Boy.
It's like,
Johnny
yeah, but
Boyle.
when did he come into it?
Oh, right at the
It's
start.
like, you can't, because when they're in boot camp, they're all fresh face, and then when they're up to the shoulders in mud, into the muck,
Into the muck and mud.
blood,
Yeah.
guts, you can't recognise them.
Yeah, right.
Also, boys,
Yeah.
strap your bloody helmets on.
Yeah.
I think something in the look
Water.
of the director of costumes or whatever is going. You've all got to wear helmets, but never do the chin strap up.
Yep.
Because it sort of like takes the manliness away or something like that. And they're all walking around with these.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Let's go back to behind the scenes because I was there because I was working on the show.
Yeah.
And I was a driver and they sent me down to pick up the lunches. And I had to go into the lunchroom where all the producers and directors and everything were sitting, and I had to give Top Dog his luncho, his little lunchy munchy moves, right? And
These rations.
no, it was a big rush to get it done. You got to go get I think his name was Tenny Tan or Louis Lang, or it was something that rhymed like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know who I'm giving it to. Gave it to him and gave him his lunch, gave him his utensils, and Everybody in the room's gasped. And I'm like,
What did I do?
what's going on? I was supposed to give him a stainless steel knife and fork.
Oh, not the
And,
bamboo, plastic style. Or
Yeah, not the rent fork.
disposables.
Not the disposables, and that was very frowned upon. I got called into the office. Now there was an incident.
Oh, incident.
Incident? What are you talking about? Oh, it seems you gave Tinny Tang the plastic fork, and I thought to myself,
Who gives a goddamn? This is war.
I could not give a toff
Yeah.
what he puts in his mouth.
And then,
We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
yeah. And you were saying that you may have photocopied some of the.
They said, you are not to photocopy any of the scripts. So I did. I said, that's a great idea. I wasn't doing nothing.
And the palm trees.
Palm
Talk about
trees.
the palm trees.
Well, you've seen it. The specific,
There's
the island,
like hundreds of palm trees.
all fake. All
Because it's filmed somewhere in Australia where there's
the
no palm
Yuyangs,
trees.
up in the Yuyangs, the foothills of the Yuyangs. They had a big field out there, and so they had to make it look tropically.
Yeah.
And so they had, which was fucking cool as, in the art department, there was like blown up trees, smashed up ones, full ones,
Aged ones.
aged ones. They must have CG'd the distant ones. CGI.
But did they CG the ocean?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
Because there's no water up in the Yuyangs. Nah.
There's lakes and stuff. And
Yeah.
maybe.
But
rivers.
that was all probably put in. But very, very clever movie magic.
So, fiberglass.
Yeah. So much of it.
So because if you had real palm trees and you're filming a scene over a week, then in the first take, all the palm trees are green, and then during the week we have massive winds and then half the fronds go off.
Yeah.
And
So
then
I think what they did is they got
Continuity.
2 or 3 real ones, blew them up, and then cast them and did it that way. So then they could just like run them off.
It's so expensive.
Isn't it? It seems fucking unnecessary with all this computer AI generated
And like
fucking
all that
special effect.
all that effort, and then half of the
sex scenes.
it's all 6 cents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick her up. I'm gonna marry that girl. I'm gonna marry that
Oh no
girl.
shit. Go
Yeah.
back to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Pillows. Pillows. I made it all the way through.
how many backpacks is it?
Backpacks. Out of 10 full backpacks.
Oh no, let's say sleeping rolls.
How about ammo clips?
Clips.
How many
Magazines.
clips? How many magazines? Well, if I'm saying Band of Brothers was a solid 8 clips,
Yeah.
this one's got to be a 6 clip
It's just
at best.
that's just one loaded pistol.
6 bullets in a clip.
Yeah, right. Traditionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing, really. I wanted to see more gore, more guts.
More guts, more gore.
glory.
More glory. Yeah.
But when you got the squirts for like 9 months on the
It's hard-
battlefield,
It's really hard to get it full ep out of that one.
privates, pull up.
It's time to do your necessary, boys.
Pull up them britches.
Shit where you sit. Shit where you sit. Yes, sir. What did you say to me, you piece of maggot?
I said yes, sir.
Oh, yes, right. Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. But even those hardened soldiers get the mummy.
Yeah, right.
Mummy.
You go on the traditional...
I'm smoking 45 cigarettes a day.
Yes, gotcha.
I'm trying to steal dead man's boots.
Could you just lie down, let everybody go, fight the fight, and then when you hear the banging stop, then get up and then
Rub some blood on you.
rub some blood and guts and mud, and then catch up with the boys to pick up the pieces. Where were you? I was out the back.
Oh, yeah, I got concussed.
Oh yeah, I got knocked out. I got shell shock, boss.
Why is it, Tim,
Sir?
that every mission we go on,
Yep.
you seem to get knocked out cold? Sir, I got squirts. Oh, I just got to go for a shit.
I'm sorry, Sarge. I didn't mean to laugh at that. Yeah.
It means you're a deserter, and that's treason, and you can be hung.
No, I've got narcolepsy, you see. And it makes me fall asleep whenever I talk about it. There, I did it again.
You have done it again.
Wake up! Yeah, I love that voice.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's great.
You just got to get all the what's that movie with the guy and the thing? You got to put a sample in there.
Nah, well, I think we already did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Private Joker.
That's what I'm gonna call you.
I think I'd be private. What's Pippi Longstockings or Rapunzel? Because I got long hair.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see.
Rapunzel.
No, they're going to shave that off.
I'm shaving it off.
Well, you don't want to get it caught up in your bloody...
Oh, lice.
Oh, yeah. That's why they did it, is it?
Yeah, lice, nits.
Tits.
Plus, your hair tie. We don't have any room in our backpack for hair
ties.
ties and brush and
It's no
mousse and gel,
yeah, true.
hairspray.
Moisturizer.
Yeah.
True. It's a whole fucking thing you got to go through. Yeah.
So looking forward to the next World War.
I don't think they're sending us. That's the thing.
Oh, they are
We're past the age.
any man that's
able man.
under a certain weight class, I think, is picking up guns.
Let's
That's
get
what the Germans ended up just being boys and grandparents, like running around fucking shooting shit up.
and like see how that worked out.
They just had too much meth, those soldiers, the Nazis. Because the big come down happened during the snow.
So we were baby booming. They were coming down.
Yeah. War is hell.
Well, it's a big fall.
How do you
Big fall
go?
from
How do you
top.
go forward after that? Oh, and at the end of it, they're going. Johnny started a mechanics thing. He became a carpenter.
Who gives
This
a
guy's
shit?
like, I was like, fucking.
Gives a fuck. What?
No,
so
no.
he became
An
he went
alcoholic.
a
wife basher.
So he became a normal person after that. Went back to his normal fucking life.
Yeah.
God damn it, boy! I thought you were gonna amount to something.
Well, I killed like 45 Japanese.
Not enough. Apparently so. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
should have just dropped that bomb on the first day.
Oh, well, now you just sound like the rest of them. Now you sound like the bloody Nazis.
I do.
Yeah, you
I
do. Well, look, war is hell, but like if you can hear that,
Smells like blood and guts, Tim.
it does smell like blood and guts. And there's the old music coming up. It's the wrap up. Very war heavy.
This is what you hear at the end of the war.
Oh yeah,
This song, Victory Day.
That'll be ringing through your head the entire war. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming in. War is hell.
They got
man.
violent.
War is hell. Don't forget to
Pick up arms
Yep.
and
And
check your barrels, clean it all out.
two of everything. And I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Jezbot.
Listening goodbye.
The private long stockings.
Privates.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
Jump the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hopping over the turnstile. I had to take me. It was like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile. Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again.
Whenever I believe I have to do it, when I do it, I get away with it.
Because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some Ferris in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile instead of just paying the $2.25.
I have the technique. I pull the turnstile back. Like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.